Thank you all for the amazing support shown last upload. I appreciate and value feedback and the encouragement to continue. Well, without further ado, let's continue into the video. Today in Fridertown, one of the buildings, or one of the banks, have been set for demolition on April 16th. This bank was inferior to the new one for two reasons. The vaults were exposed and weren't exactly protected, and this bank is prone to be easily robbed, and we don't want that for the residents of Fridertown. So this town is going to construct a new bank in replacement of this one. The previous land here will probably be renovated to be another house or just open slot of land. I'd like to show you the new bank. I was in the middle of tearing this down. The new bank is over here, a little farther down this way. This is the Bank of Fridertown. It's a lot more grand, it's a little bit more larger, and can hold a lot more space. Let's take a look inside. This is the front desk. Still got the chandelier from the last one. A definitely much more upgraded and pronounced interior with actual seating. As we go behind the counter, we will meet the vaults, and here we are. It's not exactly spacious in here, but it will overcome that by the fact that it has plenty of places to put books, plenty of vaults. Yeah. Of course, the vault and anyone's money had to be transferred to this one. But yeah, this is the Bank of Fridertown. Perhaps, maybe in the future, I might end up building maybe a few more buildings connected with this one, like a stock exchange, possibly. So, oh yeah, I've added a few more buildings. Not all of them have a finished interior, but the two on the right have been furnished. Let's take a look, shall we? So, this is home to the Roslin family and the Kimberly family, 14 residents. Yep. This building's not that big, but it can still fit a lot. Over here, home to the Baltimore family, Jock family, and Gabriel family. Some of these names are kind of goofy and profound or profound. 16 residents. Yep, I've made do with all the space I could, but every floor, if this is not a shop, every first floor will be for recreational uses. So, yeah, this is the cooking area. The I forgot what this is, but some shelves and a little water or beer stand and a few tables. All right, this is the first rooms. Of course, it's a bit cramped in here, and the children and the husband or wife have to live in the same vicinity. But you know, it's an acquired living, so perhaps in the near future, maybe we will see more spaced out buildings. But for now, everyone has to sleep in the same room. One happy big family. All right. This will be the third floor. I've made sure that every floor has its own wall because these are separate families in separate homes, but they all live in the same building. I've done a bit of a different design with the shelves here. I don't know if it looks good or not. You let me know in the comments. But yeah, there's only a family of 4 here, and upstairs there's a family of 6 living in the attic. This one's a little bit more separate. I mean, the children live a little bit more further away. But yeah, it's all families stick together in this town. Okay, pretty much every uh, house layout has the same design or take influence from each other or inspiration from each other. But yeah, I'm still working on another building that I haven't really decided what will be yet. But yeah, let's show you around. Oh yeah, so last video I did describe a few things about how like the Fridertown functions, and I didn't exactly go over the military. I kind of like traced over it briefly. So if established that after taking a bit of inspiration and doing a little bit of research, the Continental Army, Revolutionary War, had their regiments laid out in ranks, and a regiment or a company would have a certain amount of officers for different responsibilities, and then you have the I forget. Let me get the reference sheet here. Uh, okay. Okay. Here we go. So, uh, an infantry regiment, 1776. So we have the company, the staff, and the headquarters. The headquarters has a colonel, lieutenant colonel, and a major, and the company has a captain, a first lieutenant, second lieutenant, ensign, sergeants, corporals, drummer, and fifer, and privates. And then the staff, you have the surgeon, quartermaster, paymaster, etc. And so I kind of wanted to give Fridertown a structured military that actually has significance and some importance to the people here, since the mayor and the guardsmen kind of are one big, well, circle of it's organization, I guess. But yeah, the families so happen to be separated from the ones in uniforms, and these guardsmen practically live in the guard houses. Um, they don't exactly have homes of their own, and they were hand selected to be uh, the guardsmen. So they're kind of just boys without a proper home to go back to. It's a bit, it's a bit gloomy, I guess, but it's how it is in Fridertown. Well, anyway, yeah. So I've decided to also give the mayor his own sign for this house. He only has his wife and has no children. But yeah, this is Mayor Charles Winton Hammers, and this is Mrs. Lily Hammers. That's pretty much all I have to show for Fridertown. There's another location I'd like to show you outside of this place. But yeah, this is Fridertown. It's always nice to see it from a bird eye's view. It's quite a spectacular place. Anyways, enough with that reminiscing. Let's take a few brief looks into my friend Crimson's house. This place is his little cabin for his character. His character is a fisherman and also a hunter, but he is, of course, he's not poaching because his character trades with, matter of fact, Fridertown, and he delivers hides, foods, meats to Fridertown's market, and that's how he's sustaining himself. Crimson wishes to make this a self-sustaining establishment outside of Fridertown's um, borders. Well, it's within the circle of influence here. Over here we have a separate isolated cabin. This is a trapper, from what I know. These not exactly what their role is for exactly, but yeah. Okay. Now moving to Harlem Port. This little place outside of Fridertown is a less, well, less. How can I put it? Upfeeling, place. It's on the poor side of things. The people here don't exactly live in a comfortable or um, luxurious environment. They have merchants come every now and then to sell them food and other things, but most of the time they can't afford whatever the traders are offering at the time. So they kind of just do with what they have. But yeah, this is their little town square. They have a little well right there, and any of the representatives of this place to sit up and talk to the rest of the people here, have town meetings. A little interesting thing about this place is that I've decided to add a artistry. It's like handicraft. I definitely took inspiration from an IRL source of like how it was like concepts and actual photographs of artisans and their workshops around the time that these existed. This was basically the equivalent of industry back then, when the Industrial Revolution hadn't exactly fully engulfed the world. But yeah, this is artisan's workshop. Okay. This place is also trying to expand and develop, just like Fridertown, but this is a less significant town, and you can definitely tell they're on the more poor side of things because their houses are completely made out of wood, except for the glass, of course. Over here we have the lumber yard. They're cutting down the trees, then they're storing the logs, and then when they feel like it's appropriate, they'll take logs and then shave the logs for the necessary proportions that they'll be using for the house itself. Yeah. Another thing is that we also have a bakery here. The interior was designed by my friend Crimson. Thanks to him, this wouldn't be as cool as it does look. Yeah, so in the bakery, they're cooking all kinds of stuff in here. We got bread, we got cookies, we got pumpkin pie. Yeah, it looks pretty good. But this town did have a misfortunate event that happened not too long ago. I'll go in depth with the story here. The people of Harlem Port have suffered and endured the last 2 centuries on the run, you could say. They originated from a actual, well, in the story, a place called Harlem. The people of Harlem had to endure corrupt leaders, and their towns were either destroyed or ransacked by raiders and pirates. They have a long history of misfortune and terrible events. But out of all of that, they have become a very strong, united, and very influential people that do have an impact. They're hard workers, and you can definitely trust them to do the work. They keep their word. But yeah, this is Harlem Port. Well, you can definitely expect there to be more outside of Fridertown, just like this place. It does stand to be, it is an ongoing process, so most of this stuff is subject to change. Yeah, I'm happy with the progress I've made so far in this world. All right. ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I do appreciate the support that will be shown in this video. I appreciate the feedback and the comments. They're quite inspiring. So, thank you. Bye-bye.